Prince Harry's American dream crumbling as legal troubles mount over visa records and allegations. Prince Harry's once promising American adventure appears to be rapidly unraveling, as the Duke of Sussex faces mounting legal troubles over his immigration status. The Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank based in the United States, has filed a second lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, intensifying pressure on Harry and casting fresh doubts on the validity of his visa application. The legal battle centers on allegations that Prince Harry may have misrepresented his history of drug use when applying for a visa, potentially jeopardizing his ability to remain in the country. Background of the legal battle. Prince Harry, who relocated to the United States in 2020 alongside his wife Meghan Markle, has found himself at the center of a political and legal storm over the details of his immigration records. The controversy stems from revelations in Harry's 2023 memoir Spare, where he openly admitted to experimenting with various drugs, including marijuana, cocaine, and psychedelics. These admissions have raised red flags among immigration experts and political commentators, as U.S. visa laws typically prohibit entry to individuals with a history of drug use unless they receive a waiver. The Heritage Foundation initially filed a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) lawsuit against the Department of Homeland Security in 2023, demanding the release of Prince Harry's visa application records to determine whether he disclosed his drug use when applying for entry into the U.S. The lawsuit gained traction after heavily redacted documents were released earlier this year, but the think tank claimed that key details were still being withheld. On Tuesday, the DHS released additional documents following a court order, but the Heritage Foundation argued that the new disclosures only deepen the mystery surrounding Prince Harry's visa status. According to Samuel Dewey, the lead attorney representing the Heritage Foundation, there are significant discrepancies between the DHS records and the information held by the State Department. Dewey suggested that the mismatched records support a working theory that Harry may have been granted an O1 visa, commonly known as the artist visa, which is typically reserved for individuals with extraordinary ability in their field. Why the O1 visa matters. The O1 visa is a non-immigrant visa granted to individuals who demonstrate extraordinary ability in fields such as arts, sciences, athletics, business, or education. The criteria for securing an O1 visa are stringent, requiring applicants to provide substantial evidence of their achievements and recognition at a national or international level. If Harry was granted an O1 visa based on his status as a public figure and member of the British royal family, it could explain why he was able to bypass the usual restrictions tied to drug use admissions. However, the Heritage Foundation argues that the alleged mismatch in records suggests that Harry may have misrepresented his drug use history on his application or that the U.S. government made an exception that violates immigration law. Dewey stated that the foundation is now focused on securing the full, unredacted visa records to uncover the truth behind Harry's immigration status. Calls for self-deportation. The legal fight took an even more dramatic turn when Samuel Dewey publicly called for Prince Harry to self-deport from the United States. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Dewey claimed that Harry had expressed disdain for American political processes and voters, particularly in the wake of the 2024 U.S. presidential election. If he dislikes the president, Harry should just go home back to the UK, Dewey remarked. He further suggested that Harry's alleged frustration with the outcome of the election, which saw Donald Trump reclaim the presidency, was hypocritical given Harry's decision to seek refuge and a new life in the U.S. Prince Harry has made it clear that he holds America and its political system in contempt, Dewey added. If that's the case, why should he be granted special treatment under U.S. immigration law? The comments reflect growing political and public scrutiny surrounding Harry and Meghan's presence in the U.S., with conservative figures questioning why the Duke of Sussex has been allowed to maintain his residency despite the potential breach of immigration law. Harry's drug use admissions and their legal implications. In his memoir Spare, Prince Harry detailed his use of drugs throughout his teenage years and into adulthood, admitting that he turned to substances as a way to cope with the trauma of losing his mother, Princess Diana. Harry disclosed that he experimented with cannabis and cocaine and that he used psychedelics to process grief and mental health struggles. Under U.S. immigration law, an applicant who admits to drug use, even if the use occurred in a country where the substance is legal, can be denied entry or have their visa revoked. The key issue at the heart of the Heritage Foundation's lawsuit is whether Harry disclosed his drug history on his visa application. If he did not, it could amount to visa fraud, which carries serious legal consequences, including deportation and a permanent ban from re-entering the United States. If Prince Harry was not truthful on his visa application, It would be grounds for immediate revocation and removal, Dewey stated. We are determined to uncover the truth because no one, not even a royal, is above the law. Political and public pressure mounting. The Heritage Foundation's legal action comes at a time when Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's popularity in the U.S. appears to be waning. While the couple initially gained sympathy and support following their departure from the royal family and their candid interviews about life within the firm, their public standing has become increasingly polarized. Harry and Meghan's Netflix documentary series, as well as Harry's memoir, painted a stark picture of life inside the British monarchy and the couple's struggles with media scrutiny. However, critics have accused them of hypocrisy and attention-seeking, particularly as the couple continues to engage in high-profile media projects and commercial ventures. Dewey's assertion that Harry should self-deport reflects broader political tensions in the U.S., where issues of immigration and political alignment remain deeply divisive. Conservative commentators have seized on Harry's alleged criticisms of the Trump administration and his progressive political stances as evidence that he is out of touch with American values. What happens next? The Heritage Foundation's lawsuit is expected to move forward in the coming months, with the court likely to decide whether the DHS must release the full, unredacted visa application. Legal experts suggest that the outcome of the case could have far-reaching implications for Prince Harry's residency status and future in the U.S.